Right, Nana. So, hello, friends. So, welcome back to PKSL classes. So, this is CA Prasanna Kumar. I hope you guys are really waiting for this particular video, that is guest questions for December 2021. Okay, so I've also written in brackets as ABC analysis because that's quite the name that people are, looking at these guest questions nowadays. Anyways, so so let's have a look into this guest questions or ABC analysis for December 2021 exam. Okay. The first thing that I would like to tell you guys is that what are the sources of study that you have to do? You can go with ICA study material, the new edition, okay, the latest edition, and case study digest, which is important, especially this particular attempt, because last time everybody hoped that they'll get good marks from case study, but nothing has come. So this time we are really expecting some 2 to 3 questions at least to come from case study digest. So this is one area that you have to really give your attention. And then RTPs, MTPs, and question papers, which means past examination question papers. So this is what you have to do. Now, one thing that I would like to tell you guys is that if you are following ICA study material latest edition, that is Jan 2021, or sometimes people call it as December 2020, whatever it is, if you are using that particular edition, then till that time, which means till December 2020, whatever the ICA question papers are there, RTPs are there, MTPs are there, all these questions are covered in new ICA study material. So you need not refer to them again. So which means what you have to do, ICA study material, let's call it as Jan 2021 edition. Okay. Plus after Jan 2021, whatever has happened, which means after Jan 2021, whatever the RTPs that you have got, after Jan 2021, whatever the MTPs that you have got, so hardly you'll have 1 or 2, right? After Jan 2021, whatever the question papers that you have got, that's what you have to refer. Before that, not necessary, need not touch anything. And of course, case study digest, which this attempt it's going to be very important. So this is one option. The other option, if you have taken my classes, then you'll have my class workbook plus the power notes. The power notes is nothing but class notes, which I make students write in the class, which I also write. Okay, that if you follow, it's more than enough for you. Either way, any one you choose, that's enough. Any one you choose, that's enough. Okay, right. Along with that, you can watch revision classes in my YouTube channel. Already, I think 2021 June, I've posted a series of revision lectures that is already there in the playlist in our channel. You can watch that in June. That is 2020 June. After that, 2021 June, I've already posted again a series of revision lectures. You can watch that as well. And this month, I mean, in the sense I'm talking about this particular attempt, that is December. Again, I'm gonna post some revision lectures. You can stay tuned to our YouTube channel. You make sure that you subscribe so that you'll get the indication that a video lecture has been uploaded. So I'm gonna come up with a series of revision classes now also, and that will be based on Power Notes 2.0, the second version. Okay, and you guys can watch it. I think absolutely it will help you like anything to write your examination really well. Okay, now let's go with the guest questions area. Now first of all, let's start with the most important chapter, PME. Last time, you know that right from the beginning of our new syllabus, PME has been the most important chapter. There are attempts where it has got more than 35 marks also. But last attempt, that many marks have not come for PME. In fact, it was somewhere around 5 to 8 marks. So therefore, this time we are really expecting good amount of marks to come from PME chapter. So this will be your topmost priority. In that, I have divided the topics into 3 parts, okay, within the chapter. The first part will be referred as A category, second part will be referred as B category, and third part will be referred as C category, which means least important. So balance scorecard, EVA, and building block model is most important. Benchmarking, TBL, not for profit, in the sense performance measurement in a not for profit organization, that will come under B category. Performance pyramid and prism, return on investment, and residual income, all these things will come under C category, which means almost you may not expect any question from the C category area. That's what I'm trying to say. So A category will be your first preference. Try to revise it as many times as possible. And if time permits, touch B category. C category you can ignore completely, right? Next, coming on to SAOI. I feel that this time a solid question can come from SAOI chapter. That's why I gave it second preference. And if you look at SAOI, ABC and ABM, activity based costing, is the most important concept in the entire syllabus, to be very honest. Are you able to understand? Activity based costing with standard costing, a question can be asked. Activity based costing with decision making, a question can be asked. Activity based costing with some other chapter. See, it can be linked with any chapter and a question will be asked. And this is activity based cost management. I feel that this is really important, so try to look into that. And DPP and CPA. So this comes under B category, which means you can expect the question, but the preference goes to this one, which means at the same time you cannot ignore the B category as well, which is direct product profitability as well as customer profitability analysis. Okay, keep this in mind. That's what you need to look into when it comes to SAOI. Next, coming on to decision making chapter. This is a chapter which we cannot ignore because obviously 5 to 10 marks you can easily expect every single attempt. And this time we are guessing there will be a question from make or buy, especially linking indifference point, shutdown point with limiting factor. These three concepts can be interconnected and a question can be asked. So interconnected means I hope you guys know that. I don't know whether you have studied decision making in that particular way. So all these three concepts are literally interconnected. Are you able to understand? Because limiting factor is the reason why you will think about make or buy. And once you decide about make or buy, whether to make or buy, between that make or buy decision, you will apply indifference point. Are you able to understand? And shutdown point also indirectly linked. What is that? Only when you solve the problem, you'll be able to understand. But what I'm trying to tell you is that linking these concepts, a question can be asked. So keep that in mind. Okay. Then activity based CVP analysis. Activity based CVP analysis is nothing but activity based costing plus decision making. Activity based costing plus decision making is nothing but activity based CVP analysis. This is a forever important topic, so try to look at it. So these two I given it as A category, so which means all the other topics will come under B category when it comes to this particular chapter. That is decision making, right? Coming on to LSI, lean system and innovation. This time I feel that good amount of marks will come from this chapter. So under A category I've put JIT, Kaizen costing, business process reengineering and TPM, total productive maintenance. This is under A category, which means compulsory you have to study this. Under B category, you will get 5S, which is a foundation of TPM, cellular manufacturing, and Six Sigma. Here, I would like to specifically note one particular point. From cellular manufacturing in the last RTP, that is June attempt, there is one special question that is available. I've uploaded that particular question in my YouTube channel also. You can search that. That particular question, please try to give importance. Are you able to understand? From which topic? Cellular manufacturing. Right, guys? Yeah, rank order clustering algorithm. That's the topic I was talking about. So have a look into that. Rank order clustering algorithm. I've already put a video on this in my YouTube channel. You can just watch that video. It will be very easy for you to understand that particular new concept. So that is a concept. It's a question that has been given in RTP for which the concept was not at all explained in any area in the entire ICA study metal. Okay. So that I feel that it's important for next particular attempt. Although I've put the concept in B category, but this question I really feel it is important. You should check it over, right? After that, we have transfer pricing. Okay, minimum and maximum transfer pricing question can be asked because last time it was international TP. So that's a basic guesswork. Okay, it's a very simple guess. Although, so this you give importance. Try to understand the logics, how to fix minimum TP and maximum TP. Okay, that should be enough for you. Right. So after that, coming on to standard costing, planning and operational variances, and reconciliation and interpretation of variances and investigation of variances. These are all the areas that I feel that this time it is important. Are you able to understand? So planning and operational, it's an evergreen topic when it comes to standard costing. So far, I think 3 to 4 times it has been asked in the exam by ICA. Reconciliation and interpretation, you know that again, the next most important topic. Investigation of variance also, I feel that he might really look into this particular area. Different methods of investigation or something like that. Are you able to understand? But planning and operational, reconciliation and interpretation will be the highest priority. After that, you can also look into investigation of variances area, right? Then pricing decisions, the entire chapter comes under B category. Just try to revise once. So always it comes under B category. Only one attempt, it came for 30 plus marks. In all the other attempts so far, it's always been a secondary chapter, just like Budgetary control also. But from Budgetary control, this particular question, I feel this is important this time. There is a question based on GTBCL. If I'm not wrong, that's the name of the question. Try to look into that. Okay. So that might be important. On all other topics, in general, these two chapters will always be B category. Are able to understand? Which means mostly you will not expect a question, but at the same time, you cannot ignore them. So you have to study that. In intro to SCM also, VCA and that is value chain analysis and value shop model is always A category. But since last time a question has come, this time we have put it under B category. So which means this time we may not expect a question, but at the same time, you cannot ignore it. That's why it has been put under B category. Okay. So that's it, guys. This is what I think you guys have to prepare this particular attempt. Right. Another important points I would like to tell you, the takeaway from previous attempt. Okay. Takeaways. So I'll try to make a separate video on this, but right now I'll just give you a simple summary. The first thing is your correction has been very strict and unfair. So I've made a video on that. You can watch that video. Okay. SEMP digital evaluation analysis. I've made a video on that. It's a video compulsorily you have to see, because that video is nothing but summary of how correction has happened, where marks was given and where marks was not given, and what was the reason behind that. Thoroughly it has been analyzed, and I gave you summary also. Compulsorily you need to watch that video and follow whatever the point that I've told you in that particular video without anything. I mean, without missing anything. Only then it's gonna be easy for you to clear the upcoming attempt, especially when it comes to SEMP. Okay. The second thing is not making notes. This is one of the mistake that I see students are doing right now. See, when it comes to theory, okay, at least if you have a ready-made book and then there is a printed content or whatever it is, and then you read the theory, chalta hai. Even that is also not recommended. You need to write that also to remember it. But at least to some extent we can forgive that. But even problems, if you don't even practice problems, how do you guys expect to pass? That's what I've been saying. And the reason that people are saying is that they don't have time. If you don't have time, better don't write this particular attempt and then postpone it. Don't try to write in a half-baked way. Is that clear? Problems, if you can't practice, where is the question of passing the exam? How do you expect yourself to remember and write in the examination hall? You see the question, you'll feel that you know it, but if you haven't practiced the problem, then your pen will be there on the paper, but your pen will not move. Trust me, this is what happens. Are you able to understand? And people are saying that they don't have time. Don't have time means what kind of an answer is that? It is an examination and you have to create time so that you prepare well and write the exam. Are you able to understand? If you don't have time, then you should not write the exam. It's as simple as that. Write the next attempt. It's very simple. Simple and straightforward. That's it. You create time, you have sufficient time, you write the exam. You don't have time, write it in the next attempt. Simple and straightforward. Don't do mistake of writing an exam without preparing if you don't have time, because that will really eat away your confidence and that's very risky. I've seen some of the people, what they're doing is that they are not at all making notes even for problems. Are you able to understand? This is going to be a very big issue, because many students, they have personally messaged me after the June exam. Are you able to understand? Once the results have come, they have told me that, sir, last time I did this particular mistake. Even problems also I did not practice. I've just started watching your video lectures and then I left it like that. I didn't even put my pen on the paper, thinking that I'll save time, and eventually I was not able to recollect. I was not able to write it in the examination hall. Now these are all very serious mistakes, Nana. This is not a movie, okay? What you are looking at it is a lecture. You are trying to study CA exam. Are you able to understand? So it's not like you can just put it in the monitor in front of you in the laptop and then happily sit like this and then watch it just like a movie. It's not like that. You don't expect you to pass that way. If CA is that easy, then everybody will pass. You need to put in your effort. Open up the notes. Put your pen on the paper and write. Never ever say that you don't have time. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. You'll remember these words once you write the examination. Are you able to understand? So not making notes is a very, very, very serious mistake. Because it's not about whether you have studied or not. It's about remembering and taking it into the examination hall. What you have studied is what eventually will make you pass the exam. So whatever the mistakes that your seniors have done, you guys don't repeat the same mistake. If you don't have time, if you're writing 2 groups, convert that into 1 group and write only 1 group. If you don't have time even for that, then I can't say anything. You better write the next attempt. But don't go unprepared into the examination hall, and that will affect your confidence in a negative way. This is one thing that I would like to tell you, and very, very, very important. And in the digital evaluation summary video itself, I've told you your answer should be exactly similar to whatever the answer that has been given by ICA, and ensure that you write it in exactly the same way. Are you able to understand? And all the other things also I've told you in that particular video itself. Here I don't think it is relevant, but these are all the 2 important points that I would like to tell you, right? So that's it, guys, from my side. Okay, so I hope this particular analysis really helps you to prioritize your preparation. Again, the disclaimer is that do not completely depend on this. This is just a guesswork. Last time in June 2021 exams, you know that everybody's guesswork went wrong, like anything. Are you able to understand? They were expecting something in the examination hall and the marks came from some other area. So ICA is always like they will play with you. Are you able to understand? So you prioritize your preparation based on these guess questions and ABC analysis, but 100% don't depend on this blindly and try to, don't try your luck in the examination hall. It's very risky. Okay, that's one thing. Apart from that, as I told you, based on Power Notes 2.0, I'll try to put some revision videos and so many other videos as well. Whatever, there are certain things that I'm getting from the students that they want some clarity on certain issues. I'll try to put videos on that. So in the coming next few days, till you guys write the examination, this channel is going to be hyperactive. Or you will understand. So stay subscribed to the channel. Why I'm asking you to subscribe? So that you'll be able to watch the videos without missing. So that's the whole intention, nothing else. Are you able to understand? So I hope this particular video helps you guys, right? And prepare well, and I'll come up with revision videos. Are you able to understand? So thank you so much, guys. That's it from my side. Bye bye. All the best.